and welcome to Bumps in the Night. My name is Elias Blackwood, and on today's episode, we're exploring one of the most baffling and allegedly haunted homes in American history. This is the story of the Winchester Mystery House. And once you enter, you may never truly leave. There is a house in San Jose, California, a house with staircases that lead nowhere, doors that open into solid walls, windows placed in the floor, and even on the ceilings. A house that was never finished because the woman who built it believed that if construction ever stopped, she would die. To understand the Winchester Mystery House, we must first understand Sarah Lockwood Pardee Winchester. Sarah was born in 1839 into a wealthy, well-educated family. She was intelligent, musical, and fluent in several languages. In 1862, she married William Wirt Winchester, heir to the Winchester Repeating Arms Company, the company responsible for the infamous Winchester rifle, often called the gun that won the West. But Sarah's life would soon be consumed by tragedy. In 1866, Sarah and William's infant daughter Annie died of marasmus, a disease caused by malnutrition. Sarah was devastated. 15 years later, in 1881, William Winchester died from tuberculosis. Within the span of her life, Sarah had lost her child and her husband, and she was left with a fortune stained by blood. According to legend, a grieving Sarah sought answers through a spiritual medium in Boston. What she was told would change everything. The medium claimed that Sarah was being haunted by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles. Thousands, possibly tens of thousands, of restless dead, and they wanted revenge. The medium delivered a chilling message. You must build a home for the spirits. If you continue building, you will live. But if you ever stop, you will die. Sarah was told to move west, far west, and build a house that would never be completed. Shortly after, Sarah packed up her belongings, moved to California, and purchased a small farmhouse in San Jose in 1884. Construction began almost immediately, and it would never stop. For the next 38 years, construction continued 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There were no blueprints, no master plan, only Sarah's instructions, many of which made no sense. The house eventually grew to 160 rooms, including 40 bedrooms, 2 ballrooms, one that was unfinished, 47 fireplaces, over 10,000 windows, and countless staircases and corridors that defy logic. Some of the most unsettling features include stairs that lead directly into ceilings, doors that open into sheer drops, windows installed in the floor, closets that open into brick walls, and hallways that abruptly end. Many believe this maze-like design was meant to confuse the spirits, trapping them inside the house so they could never find Sarah. Others believe the house was designed as a constant offering, a physical apology to the dead. Throughout the house, one number appears again and again. 13. Staircases with 13 steps, windows with 13 panes, drain covers with 13 holes, cabinets with 13 hooks. Even Sarah's will was signed 13 times. Some believe Sarah viewed the number 13 as spiritually powerful, a way to ward off evil, or to communicate with the dead. Others believe it was a ritualistic obsession driven by fear. At the heart of the house lies one of its most disturbing rooms, the seance room. Every night at midnight, Sarah Winchester reportedly locked herself inside this room for hours, communicating with spirits. Only Sarah knew how to enter and exit properly. The room contained a single entrance and 3 exits, including one that dropped into a wall. After the seance, Sarah would allegedly receive instructions from the spirits, telling her what to build next, what to tear down, and where to add new rooms. Workers were often ordered to demolish parts of the house they had just finished and start over. No explanations were given. In 1906, a massive earthquake struck San Francisco and the surrounding areas. The Winchester house was severely damaged. Several floors collapsed, and Sarah was trapped in her bedroom for hours. After the quake, Sarah believed the spirits were angry. Construction was resumed, but she ordered the damaged sections sealed off permanently. Those rooms remain closed to this day. After Sarah Winchester's death in 1922, the house was opened to the public, and the hauntings reportedly began almost immediately. Visitors and staff have reported footsteps echoing in empty halls, doors slamming on their own, cold spots, whispering voices, and shadow figures moving behind windows. One of the most commonly reported spirits is a man believed to be a former construction worker, often seen pushing a wheelbarrow before vanishing into thin air. Others claim to see Sarah herself, an older woman in Victorian clothing, gliding silently through the corridors. Paranormal investigators have recorded unexplained sounds, EMF spikes, and voices with no visible source. Some believe the spirits Sarah tried so desperately to appease are still there, waiting. Some historians argue that Sarah wasn't insane at all. They claim she was just a reclusive woman with eccentric tastes, a patron of architecture, or a grieving widow coping in her own way. Others believe she was suffering from paranoia or something far darker. Was she protecting herself from ghosts? Or was she trapped in a cycle of fear that consumed her entire life? The Winchester Mystery House still stands today, a monument to grief, to guilt, to fear. Whether Sarah Winchester was haunted by spirits or by her own conscience, one thing is certain: this house was built for something that was never meant to be seen. And if the legends are true, the spirits never left. So if you ever find yourself wandering the halls of the Winchester house, listening to footsteps behind you, feeling watched, just remember, some houses aren't built to shelter the living. They're built to contain the dead. That's all for today's episode. Have you ever been to the Winchester Mystery House? If so, what was your experience like? And if you have a paranormal story of your own that you'd like to share, feel free to contact us and we may feature it on a future episode. As always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more things that go bump in the night.